Allah, and that he never told you that he was Allah, but that you were the one who taught that he was Allah. And, when he began to talk like that, I probably looked at him more closely than I had looked at him yet. And I was somewhat frightened. I never agreed with him on Master W.F. Muhammad not being Allah. I encouraged him to visit you immediately. I would never say anything to Brother Wallace while he'd be talking to me that would make him think that he shouldn't talk to me. But as he talked to me, I would continue to urge him to visit his father and sit down and discuss these things with you. And that night, when I would go back to my motel, I would write to you and tell you to command Brother Wallace to come to Phoenix. And I think if you recall my letter, these are the things that I said to you.
He didn't teach that when W.D. Farad was among us. After W.D. Farad left, he told us that that was our Savior, Allah, in person. And that's very important because his family members, Khalat Muhammad, his sisters, and all of them never heard him say that he was God in person. But he did gather them together and told them to hear Kareem. He had named the Honorable Elijah Muhammad Kareem. And he said, I want you all to hear Kareem. He says, you all, after you decided who you were going to teach, he says, I want you to hear Kareem. That one would be Elijah Muhammad, and he would later change to Elijah Muhammad. But brothers and sisters, I'm saying this to you because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the divine purpose that he said was to save the black man, the black woman who were in the hells of North America. He said he was here to lift us up. Remember, we was called Negroes. We were called spooks and shines and ham bones. We were called some of the most degraded names in the history of what we consider human beings. Matter of fact, they didn't even consider us human beings. They thought we were 3/5 of a human being. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaching says, no, you're not a Negro. You're not a nigger. You are original people. Original, if you break it down, mean the origin of all. He said that when you read in the Bible, it talks about a seed that blessed the earth. He said, that's you and I, brothers and sisters. It was our seed that blessed the earth. And out of the black man came the brown man, came the yellow man, and yes, came the white man. This was the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He was put inside of a black man who didn't know any knowledge of himself, didn't respect himself or no one else, would cut you on Tuesday all the way through Sunday, didn't care nothing about you. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad gave us something that what we call civilization. He taught us to clean ourselves up, to bathe once a day. We didn't take baths every day, brothers and sisters, before we heard the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Some of us took a bird bath. We splashed stuff on us and went on outside. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, no, you are not a Christian. You are a Muslim. And a Muslim bathes at least once a day. A Muslim prays at least 5 times a day. A Muslim keeps clean thoughts, and the remembrance of Almighty God should be in the forefront of your mind. So if you think, if you got God on your mind, then maybe you won't use profanity. If you got God on your mind, maybe you won't run up into some sister, or a sister run up into some brother. If you got God on your mind, maybe you'll keep your morals straight, and maybe you'll keep yourself straight. Brothers and sisters, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us to obey those who are in authority over us. Whether it be your parents, whether it be your foreman on the job, whether it be some supervisor, he said, obey those who are in authority of you, so long as it doesn't conflict with your religion. And so I'm giving you a backdrop of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I'm giving you a backdrop of Master Farad Muhammad, one that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said was the Master Farad Muhammad. Any other photos besides the one that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad allowed out of Master Farad?
I got one that the American had.
Yeah, I have that book where the one with the 2 detectives that was in the Detroit Free Press. Is that the photo with the 2 detectives, and he's pointing down to a book saying, this is where I get my authority?
Who?
The Master Farad Muhammad.
No, I don't, that photo I don't. Go ahead.
No, I was wondering, so you have a different picture of him?
I have a different picture of him, a frontal view, not a side view.
Okay. Have that ever been shown anywhere?
The Imam showed it.
All right, because I know in his book, the picture I'm thinking of is in this book called Misconceptions. I have the book around here somewhere. And he had that as Master Farad Muhammad. And I was just curious because, I only seen the one that, the one photograph that everyone has seen of Master Farad Muhammad.
I never know him.
Okay, very good.
A frontal view that I got from the Imam.
All right. And now this Imam that was out on the West Coast when you went out there, Muhammad Abdullah, did you know him personally?
Yes, I did.
All right. There's some.
I know him quite well.
All right. Was the reports? There's some.
I know him quite well.
All right. Was the reports? Some say that he was Master Farad Muhammad. Have you heard that talk before?
The Imam said he was. No, the Imam said he believed he was. He didn't say flat out he was. And he said he had asked Muhammad Abdullah, Professor Muhammad Abdullah, he had asked him, was he that man? And he never admitted to it. He never said yes, he never said no.
All right, because I interviewed...
He said he believed that he was.
I interviewed Sister Karula Ali, Muhammad Ali's ex-wife, and she told me that she was introduced to him as Master Farad Muhammad, and that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had told her that he was the Master Farad Muhammad. And I just wanted to have anybody else had said that.
No, the Imam never said anything about that. He only talked about what he believed.
Right.
See, there's a difference in what you know and what you believe. You know that.
Yes, of course.
He never said that he is Professor Farad Muhammad. The Imam never said that.
All right, because there's this clip.
I believe he is.
All right, because there's this clip on YouTube where they always like to show it, and I believe it came out of that Brother Minister movie where they said the Imam said, I know him very well, and that Farad died. And, I know it, but right off the top, right now I'm not quoting it correctly, so I'll leave it alone. So I was just curious on that. So,
yeah, well, he did die. I remember when he died.
Okay. Now, Muhammad Abdullah, we know he died, but I was wondering, Master Farad Muhammad, Imam W.D. Muhammad said that Farad died in a few of his talks, and I was just curious, was there any confirmation that he died? Because, I know we were told that he would live 400 or more years, so...
Yeah, but nobody lived that long. But the Imam was talking about him. He was talking about Professor Abdullah.
Yes, sir. Okay.
That's what he was talking about.
All right. So, and you don't know why he would say that he believed he was Farad?
Because he never admitted it.
Okay. All right.
He acted publicly, and he never admitted it. All he did was laugh.
Mm-hmm. All right, because that is, that's something that the last month or so, there's a film that's out now called Oh My God, Master Farad, a brother named Lance Shabazz produced that I saw this week, actually. And it explores that, Muhammad Abdullah, so I figured I knew he was on the West Coast, and I think I saw that in October 77, Imam appointed him over Oakland. So I just wanted to get your take on that. And you never saw him as Farad or anything along those lines.
I only took the Imam at his word, and he said he believed that he was ever. And when somebody says that they believe this is so or that is so, that's not necessarily saying that it is or it is not.
That's true.
So you have to accept it based on your own judgment, your own logic. And I look at the pictures very closely. I look at the one that is I know Professor Muhammad Abdullah quite well. He didn't resemble any of those pictures that I saw.
Right.
Of Farad Muhammad.
Okay.
I didn't see any resemblance in it.
Right.
Maybe somebody else did, but I didn't.
Yes, sir. Very good.
still on reservation?
Yes, sir. It was the master, Farad Muhammad. I'm giving this to you because when I said he was a mystery God to me, I asked the question, I said, where is he? If he was born in 1877 and we were told that he would live approximately 400 years and that he had a job to do, I said, so where is he? I was not being disrespectful. This is a child looking, wondering. If you were taught something all your life, you should see some of it, some of the fruits of those labors. Yes, we knew the work of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and he said everything he got came from Master Farad Muhammad.
Yes. In the messenger's home, in Hamtramck, I was right there with Master Farad every Monday night, not counting the times that I would see him through the week when we'd be eating together at table. Not counting those days, but being with him, I didn't know he was God. I didn't. And some people take the words of the messenger wrong. You don't know his language. That's the way I feel it. People who talks about him a whole lot, they don't know his language.
Farad Muhammad, but the Honorable Elijah Muhammad would not be on the scene. And God is always present. So we said, where is Master Farad Muhammad? Some would say he's from India. Some would say he's from Afghanistan. Some would say he's from New Zealand. Some would say he's from Portland. Some would say he's from all of these different places of Master Farad Muhammad, born in 1891, February the 25th. Some said he was born in 1877, and we were given other dates that said that this one, W.D. Farad, was born. But brothers and sisters, we have census that show that when you come into the United States, that you go through Ellis Island. We have signatures of one that's Wally D. Ford. And we were told by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that when the Hirsch paper put in that picture of W.D. Farad, and they put up W.D. or W. Dodd, they said that that was not one, that he was an imposter. Brothers and sisters, we have no knowledge of it, whether it's true or not. You didn't see Master Farad Muhammad. I didn't see Master Farad Muhammad. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us that the one on the left, Wallace Dodd Ford, that he was not the same Master Farad Muhammad that we met. Now, brothers and sisters, all of that is true. This is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, and this is what all of the Muslims stood in defense of. But brothers and sisters, there are documents that have come out that you have to look at, brothers and sisters. I have a marriage, a copy of a legitimate marriage license where the mother of this individual, Wallace Ford, got married, and his mother's name was Baby G. The same name that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said was Master Farad Muhammad's mother. So, brothers and sisters, and there's other documents. I know those want to say that Master Farad Muhammad was under cap of Noble Drew Ali, and they have presented some photographs that say that this is Farad sitting among the elders there with the group in the Moorish Science group. Brothers and sisters, you look at it, you make the decision yourself. I don't think so, but I'm not one, as I said, I didn't see Master Farad Muhammad, and neither did you. We're going on speculations. But where is Master Farad Muhammad? He didn't see fit to come and visit any of those that he was named. So I look at the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad not as one who's a disbeliever, but as one who's curious. So he was born February